Oh yes, you're looking at the title, you're looking at the thumbnail, and yes, I had this discussion I wanted to talk about with, regarding everybody in like Power Book Two Go season three. Everybody, because I think that towards the end we are gonna like see obviously more surprises and more shock values, which we're gonna see more of. But I think the real problem or the real elephant in the room I should really discuss about is Lauren's death, and Tariq is gonna have to eventually poach both, Effie and Braden about this. Like, yo, like what happened? Like, how did she end up dead? I thought the plan was to get her out the city, and then eventually when everything calmed down, she can come back. But it's like she gone. So it's like they're gonna have to explain that part, and then you're gonna have the whole Lorenzo Tejada, and he's gonna have to figure something out as to why Zeke is dead. Yeah, him mistaking Zeke for Mecca, and he thought that he got the guy, but he didn't get the guy. And then you got Drew, who's you know, and he's still with that guy. What's his damn name? I was gonna call him Braden. I'm bugging. I forgot his name, but he gonna come back to me. But he's still with him, and then you're gonna have Diana, who's just floating around somewhere because she's more leaning over to her father's side than Monet's side, so she's kind of like floating around in this discussion. But when you look at like that's like the newer characters that's gonna come to like power, I tell you this though, like they're not gonna like stick around for long. Cause when you look at Power Book 3 Raising Kanan, when you look at like Ziza and Cartier Farid, they didn't really stick around as much. They was just like a new addition to just be there, and then that was it for them. I thought Warrell was gonna like hang around for like a little bit, but he was only there for like 2 seasons, and that was it for him. So if we are gonna see like these newer characters that's gonna like come, I don't think they're gonna last that long. Cause let me see here. I guess this character I'm looking at right now, this Ron Samuel Jenkins, aka RSJ, is a Howard University and Harvard Business School album who grew up working class and built his own legit empire that has firmly entrenched him among the business elite. We bet he will have some sort of connection to the Weston family. So that's also an interesting character too, because if this is true, then he has like a legit business, and he's doing things the right way. You would see Tariq kind of like maybe getting involved with him and being like, okay, he has like a legit business, maybe he can help him out, right? Maybe he can help him get out there the life, and he might take some sort of pointers from him. Now, unless Monet gets to him first, it'd be like, well, he don't need to be learning no damn business. You need to stick with us, like some crazy shit. Because remember, in the last season where Mecca, well, he told Mecca he wanted, I think what was it, I think $5 million, or he wanted $1 million from him. He was just like, oh, okay, I give it to you, but Mecca was never gonna give him the money. He was gonna kill him anyway. Like as soon as he was gonna come up on the elevator, he was gonna kill him anyway. So he wasn't gonna get the money. But if it's true that you know, this Ron fellow, he's in if he's in this legit business, then I could see some sort of like hope for Tariq on that part. And then you look at like Obi, a young man schooled in Britain who knows his way around a gun, but is equally comfortable in a boardroom. Obi seems very similar to Tariq. So, I mean, they always say you don't ever want somebody to be very too close or too similar to you, but then at the same time, you do, because you have something that you have a common interest. So if Tariq gets a hold of this guy and he sees that he's very cool or whatever, then I wouldn't say like they would be like the best of friends or anything if it was to ever come about, but I think they would have like a mutual understanding for each other and what they really want. Now, unfortunately, I don't think Obi can like stick around for long, because I think it's gonna be Kane and Braden that's gonna eventually make their way back into Tariq's. Well, Kane is already in Tariq's. Well, I should say that both of them is already in Tariq's life, but you know, it's gonna be some bullshit that's gonna come along the way, but eventually they all gonna be together. They all gonna be together because keep in mind, if people want to look at it this way, Tariq is Ghost, Kane is Kanan, and well, you can't even say Braden is like Tommy because he hasn't done any killing yet, and it's not gonna go down that way. So we don't know what Braden is gonna do. We do know that he's gonna probably have more to his character in season 3, but regarding of him being Tommy, he might be different. Let's just say that he might be different because comparing Braden to Tommy is kind of wrong because it's like their upbringings was different because Tommy grew up poor and Braden had technically a spoon in his mouth. So I can't even say that. I can't even say that. And then lastly, I guess Norma as a worldly and powerful woman with a regal presence who has built her wealth with an infinite global empire and is not afraid to protect it by any means necessary. It looks like Monet will have met her match in this season. So, ooh, Norma. So I guess Norma is like the first guy, like Ron. So I guess you're gonna have two people who's in legit business, but damn, shit. So that's gonna be interesting. So I guess Monet and maybe Norma. Oh, okay, okay. Maybe. Because I'm starting to think about this now. Because maybe if Norma and Monet they get together and maybe talk like legit business, because I think all of this stuff that happened with Zeke, Monet is gonna look for a way out. I think she might be on that Tariq path in season 3 to be like, maybe this game stuff ain't working out as much, but Lorenzo's case, he's out of prison, so he's like, no, this game shit is gonna work. But I think she might start to see things in Tariq's favor and may want to do things differently and be like, well, after Zeke's death, she's gonna have to make a change. And I don't think continuing to like do stuff for now, they're gonna have to continue to like work together and do the drugs and stuff. But ultimately, she's gonna have to figure a way of getting out of the game. So, I mean, and if this normal woman and her have like some sort of interaction with each other, it's gonna be interesting as well. So, I think season 3. I think season 3 is going to be quite interesting. We're going to see like a lot of crazy shit that's going to happen with everybody's character. And then you got the madman himself, Kane, where, see, I still believe he's still going to have like this rage boner for Tariq. That shit ain't going away no time soon, where he's like, man, I still need his ass dead for whatever reason, because he hates the fact that Tariq is smart and Monet trusts him and he has Monet's ear, and he's like, no, I need to have your ear, because when you look at it, Kane is screwed on multiple fronts, I should say, because not only does Lorenzo look at Drew as like the person to lead and take over, Monet is not even looking at Kane like that. She used Kane for nefarious reasons, but she's not really looking at Kane like that. Kane is like the enforcer. Well, he is. He's like the enforcer of the family. So anything that needs to get done, point the gun and you shoot. That's all you do. Any sort of like planning, that's for Tariq, because Tariq is a good planner. He's not a guy that is a good strategist, because we seen what happened in season 2 where he planted the Ramirez's badge in Tariq's dorm room, and that whole shit just blew up out of proportion because he thought he was doing something, but in reality, Mecca was manipulating him. He wasn't teaching him anything. He was manipulating him like the entire time. So I think Kane is still going to be that guy that's going to be like right there. Like, he's not getting any sort of leadership from both of his parents, and he sees that one is leaning on Tariq and the other's leaning on Drew. So where does it leave Kane? So, but who knows? I think maybe in season 3 it could be a change. If he still has his rage boner for Tariq, then so be it. But if he starts to like see things in Tariq's favor, then maybe we'll see like a change or whatever. Because keep in mind, when we look at like in the original Power, where Tommy, Ghost, and Kanan like all had like this bond and this relationship, it was because Ghost and Kanan and Breeze, was essentially like street parents to Ghost and Tommy, teaching them the ways, teaching them the game, and Kanan found like this bond with them, and then later on, like despite everything, everything still kind of like worked out because it was like, yeah, he saw them as family. Kane, on the other hand, he still doesn't like Tariq, nor does he trust Tariq, as he should, because I mean, even if they do decide to like bury the hatchet and put things away, what's to say Tariq doesn't get rid of him as well? Because I mean, that whole putting him in prison, Tariq haven't forgot about that. And if he can't get away from the family as planned, then they all gotta go. They all have to go. So, but I think that whole killing the whole Tejada family, I don't, again, that shit ain't happening anytime soon. I think everybody's still gonna go through their personal struggles, and then eventually, something major is gonna happen. And when I look at, and also lastly, what's his face? Davis's brother, Theo. So Theo if he does get out of jail in season 3 or season 4, but I think maybe season 3. We don't know what his character could actually be, and if he would die as well. But if he was to die, then who would be the person to like take him out, or if he's doing something to maybe look at after Davis. Also, too, I would like for us to like see more of a backstory of Davis as well. Like, what was the shady thing that he did that Theo had to take the rap for? I'm going to have to go with murder. Like, I have to, because Davis isn't a strain to like, I guess, crime or danger, because remember when Kane was in his car, he knew who he was, so he wasn't scared. He's not like a Joe Proctor. He's not like a Joe Proctor, so he's accustomed to that life. So I'm wondering, like, what did he do, and if the truth would come out, and if Tariq was to, I don't know, use that over his head or whatever. Like, if Tariq finds out the truth about what he did, or if not Tariq, the Tejada family finds out the truth about what he did and be like, well, we can use you for nefarious reasons. So I don't know, but season 3, it's gonna be interesting. I think that everybody's gonna have like okay, who do you think, I should have said this, who do you think is actually gonna be like the breakout character in season 3? Yeah, because season 2 of Raising Kanan, Marvin was definitely the breakout character, and I guess people could say unique as well. So who do you think is going to be like the breakout character in like season 3 of Power Book 2 Ghost? So drop your comments down below. Post your comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will catch you all in the next one.